to become unique. The challenge is to fight the hardest battle which anyone can imagine until you reach your destination. Do we not realize that self-respect comes with self-reliance? Creativity is the key to success in the future. And primary education is where teachers can bring creativity in children at that level. I was willing to accept what I couldn't change. Great teachers emanate out of knowledge, passion, and compassion. No religion has mandated killing others as a requirement for its sustenance or promotion. Look at the sky. We are not alone. The whole universe is friendly to us and conspires only to give the best to those who dream and work. We should not give up, and we should not allow the problem to defeat us. Man needs his difficulties because they are necessary to enjoy success. All wars signify the failure of conflict resolution mechanisms, and they need post-war rebuilding of faith, trust, and confidence. Developing nations want to become developed nations. When I took over as president, I studied the Constitution, and the more I studied it, the more I realized that it does not prevent the President of India from giving the nation a vision. So when I went and presented this vision in Parliament and in legislative assemblies, everyone welcomed it, irrespective of party affiliations. I'm not an expert on the arms race. We should remember that there are nations which meet more than 30 to 60% of their power requirements through the nuclear power system. It means people who are in high and responsible positions. If they go against righteousness, righteousness itself will get transformed into a destroyer. New markets could be created by rural potentials, which could lead to rise in the employment. There are a number of women who have brought about immense change in society. It's when children are 15, 16, or 17 that they decide whether they want to be a doctor, an engineer, a politician, or go to the Mars or Moon. That is the time they start having a dream, and that's the time you can work on them. You can help them shape their dreams. Tell me, why is the media here so negative? Why are we in India so embarrassed to recognize our own strengths, our achievements? We are such a great nation. We have so many amazing success stories, but we refuse to acknowledge them. Why? I have met 18 million youth, and each wants to be unique. For me, there is no such thing as a negative experience. Rameswaram has, since antiquity, been an important pilgrimage destination. My message, especially to young people, is to have courage to think differently, courage to invent, to travel the unexplored path, courage to discover the impossible, and to conquer the problems and succeed. These are great qualities that they must work towards. This is my message to the young people. You see, God helps only people who work hard. That principle is very clear. One of the very important characteristics of a student is to question. Let the students ask questions. No sanction can stand against ignited minds. Small aim is a crime. Educationists should build the capacities of the spirit of inquiry, creativity, entrepreneurial, and moral leadership among students and become their role model. For me, there are two types of people, the young and the experienced. When we tackle obstacles, we find hidden reserves of courage and resilience we did not know we had. And it is only when we are faced with failure do we realize that these resources were always there within us. We only need to find them and move on with our lives. Poetry comes from the highest happiness or the deepest sorrow. I firmly believe that unless one has tasted the bitter pill of failure, one cannot aspire enough for success. Real education enhances the dignity of a human being and increases his or her self-respect. If only the real sense of education could be realized by each individual and carried forward in every field of human activity, the world will be so much a better place to live in. A teacher should have a creative mind. God is everywhere. In a democracy, the well-being, individuality, and happiness of every citizen is important for the overall prosperity. peace and happiness of the nation. Never stop fighting until you arrive at your destined place. That is, the unique you. Have an aim in life. Continuously acquire knowledge, work hard, and have perseverance to realize the great life. Where there is righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in the character. When there is beauty in the character, there is harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there is order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. Unless India stands up to the world, no one will respect us. In this world, fear has no place. Only strength respects strength. Climbing to the top demands strength, whether it is to the top of Mount Everest or to the top of your career. Great dreams of great dreamers are always transcended. The youth need to be enabled to become job generators from job seekers. To succeed in your mission, you must have single-minded devotion to your goal. Life is a difficult game. You can win it only by retaining your birthright to be a person. Let me define a leader. He must have vision and passion and not be afraid of any problem. Instead, he should know how to defeat it. Most importantly, he must work with integrity. Writing is my love. If you love something, you find a lot of time. I write for 2 hours a day, usually starting at midnight. At times, I start at 11. If we are not free, no one will respect us. Almost half of the population of the world lives in rural regions, and mostly in a state of poverty. Such inequalities in human development have been one of the primary reasons for unrest and, in some parts of the world, even violence. Ultimately, education in its real sense is the pursuit of truth. It is an endless journey through knowledge and enlightenment. If you want to shine like a sun, first burn like a sun. Let us sacrifice our today so that our children can have a better tomorrow. Teaching is a very noble profession that shapes the character, caliber, and future of an individual. If the people remember me as a good teacher, that will be the biggest honor for me. Science is a beautiful gift to humanity. We should not distort it. God, our Creator, has stored within our minds and personalities great potential strength and ability. Prayer helps us tap and develop these powers. If a country is to be corruption-free and become a nation of beautiful minds, I strongly feel there are 3 key societal members who can make a difference. They are the father, the mother, and the teacher. The bird is powered by its own life and by its motivation. Be more dedicated to making solid achievements than in running after swift but synthetic happiness. Where there is righteousness in the heart, there is harmony in the house. When there is harmony in the house, there is order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. Those who cannot work with their hearts achieve but a hollow, half-hearted success that breeds bitterness all around. As a child of God, I am greater than anything that can happen to me. You have to dream before your dreams can come true. Small aim is a crime. Have great aim. Excellence is a continuous process and not an accident. The purpose of education is to make good human beings with skill and expertise. Enlightened human beings can be created by teachers. War is never a lasting solution for any problem. Building capacity dissolves differences and irons out inequalities. Why are we, as a nation, so obsessed with foreign things? Is it a legacy of our colonial years? We want foreign television sets. We want foreign shirts. We want foreign technology. Why this obsession with everything imported? We will be remembered only if we give to our younger generation a prosperous and safe India, resulting out of economic prosperity coupled with civilizational heritage. Where do the evils like corruption arise from? It comes from the never-ending greed. The fight for corruption-free ethical society will have to be fought against this greed and replace it with what can I give spirit. If 4 things are followed, having a great aim, acquiring knowledge, hard work, and perseverance, then anything can be achieved.